Are you in the market for a new camera? Then you definitely want to avoid having to sell it at a huge loss a few months later just because you didn't enjoy using it. I've been there and done that multiple times, and so here are 5 used cameras I would be happy to buy today. Buying used saves me money at the time of purchase and lowers any potential loss if I decide to let it go. The 5th place belongs to the best small rangefinder-like camera on budget, the Fujifilm X-E3. Its compact and lightweight design means it's easy to carry and handle. It features the 3rd generation 24 megapixel X-Trans APS-C sensor that is well capable of capturing sharp and detailed images. The X-E3 autofocus is no slouch and makes it easy to capture even fast-moving subjects. On top of that, it's a true Fujifilm camera with advanced manual controls, including aperture and shutter speed adjustments if you decide you want to have more control over your images. All of this makes it as capable as it was in 2017 when it was released. Compared to today's standards, it's only missing a tilting screen to be perfect, but you will be able to live without it, as I certainly had been for a number of years. The X-E3 used to be my go-to holiday and family camera before I passed it over to my wife. She is now using it with the Fujinon 18-55 f2.8 4.0 zoom lens, but if I was buying it today, I would just get the new Sigma 18-50 f2.8 and forget about everything else. Moving up to number 4, and here is the first camera from this list I am considering buying myself. It's the small but mighty Fujifilm X-S10. I tested this camera last year and loved its photo and video features. This little beast has it all regardless if you want to be a vlogger or photographer. It has very good IBIS, which helps to reduce blur and camera shake when shooting at low shutter speeds or with longer lenses. Handheld 4K video at 30 frames per second is not a problem. The X-S10 is also compact and lightweight, which makes it a great option for travel. It's using the 26 megapixel 4th generation X-Trans sensor, so its autofocus is very fast and is able to reliably track faces and eyes even in low light. The viewfinder could be larger and the battery lasts longer, but it's important to keep in mind that the X-S10 still is the cheapest hybrid camera with stabilized crop sensor on the market. The bang for buck here is very loud regardless if you look at the new or used price. Combine it with the already mentioned Sigma 18-50mm f2.8 zoom lens and you are sorted both for stills and video. But if you don't like the idea of carrying a camera with a zoom lens, then you have to look at my bronze medalist, which is the legendary Ricoh GR3. This is by far the best pocket camera ever made, plus it's also cheaper and more versatile than the new GR3X with its 40mm lens. The GR3 size and weight make it super easy to carry and handle, which is why it's the go-to camera for many street photographers. Thanks to its 24 megapixel APS-C sensor and super sharp lens, it can be a great travel and hiking camera as well. Autofocus could be better, especially in low light. The GR3 is not a camera that will easily capture action and fast-moving subjects unless you are ready with the unique snap focus mode, which has limitations of its own. What makes the GR cameras unique are the full manual controls that can be controlled with only one hand. Image quality from the GR3 sensor and lens combination will blow any current smartphone out of the water, and the camera will match them in portability. I have owned this camera for a while now and will never sell it. It goes with me everywhere, unless I take the 40mm GR3X instead. The second place on my list is occupied by the best Bergen professionally grade camera currently on the used market, the Fujifilm X-T4. Prices of this camera have plummeted since the new X-T5 was released, even though these are essentially two different cameras for different use cases. The X-T5 had to make room in the Fujifilm product lineup for the X-H2, and that made it more stills oriented. This made a lot of fans of the Fuji X-T lineup very happy, but if you want an affordable professional hybrid camera which can handle both stills and video on a very high level, then the X-T4 has you covered. Its IBIS is even better than the one in X-S10, the viewfinder is big and bright with high resolution, and autofocus will not let you down. The X-T4 can record 4K video at 60 frames per second and has advanced video recording features such as F-Log and 10-bit color depth. The camera body is weather resistant and has not only a long-lasting battery but also an optional battery grip. The fully articulated screen is either loved or hated, but does come handy when you want to record yourself. The X-T4 will not win your heart like the camera I will talk about in a moment, but it's a workhorse that you can rely on. I am seriously considering buying one instead of the XS10, especially because the X-T4 used prices are now almost at the same level, and I have a feeling it will not last long. I would pair the X-T4 with the legendary Fujinon 16-55mm f2.8 zoom lens, but the Sigma 18-50 will do almost as good of a job and make the whole kit a lot easier to carry. The number one on my today's list and my favorite stills camera of the past 2 years is the Leica CL. For me and my needs, this is the best APS-C rangefinder-like stills camera on the market. It has the best viewfinder for the body size, build quality superior to anything comparable in size and weight, and unique controls allowing for a simple and fast operation. Paired with the amazing Leica autofocus TL lenses, it produces easy-to-use RAW files full of details and the famous Leica colors. Unfortunately, the whole Leica crop sensor lineup is now discontinued, which sucks, but at least TL lenses can be used on any other L-mount camera from Leica, Sigma or Panasonic. But I don't really care that the Leica CL is now obsolete, and something tells me I am not the only one. Its used prices have not been dropping since the announcement, which is telling me that people are beginning to understand what a gem of a camera this is. I use mine every day and like it so much that I'm thinking of getting another body just to have a backup in case of a catastrophic failure. Either that, or I'll wait for Sigma to release a new FP camera with a new foveon sensor inside. I can only imagine the magic it would create combined with the amazing Leica TL primes.